In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 MLB games happening on July 12, 2022. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets. As we provide these videos on a daily basis, I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 MLB games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 1 betting pick a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. Philadelphia Phillies versus Toronto Blue Jays. Playoff contenders will begin a 2-game interleague series on Tuesday night at Rogers Center, with the Philadelphia Phillies visiting the Toronto Blue Jays. Philadelphia enters in 3rd place in the National League East at 46-41 after splitting 4 games with the St. Louis Cardinals, including a 6-1 loss on Monday as a -130 favorite. Toronto is coming off a devastating 4-game sweep at the hands of the Seattle Mariners, capped by a 6-5 loss on Sunday as a +111 underdog, falling into a tie for the 3rd American League wildcard spot at 45-42. Toronto took 2 of 3 in this matchup last year and has not lost the season series against Philadelphia since 2011. Philadelphia is 5-2 in their last 7 games overall and 4-1 in their last 5 road games, while the under is 5-0 in their last 5 games overall. Toronto is 1-9 in their last 10 games overall and 2-4 in their last 6 home games, while the over is 6-1 in their last 7 home games. Toronto has looked terrible as of late, but on Tuesday they return home after a day off, although they are spending it at the funeral of their first base coach's daughter, who tragically passed away. Once they get home, they will get a big boost in Kevin Gausman starting, as the Blue Jays have been patching things together in terms of starts with Gausman and Kikuchi out. Offensively, Toronto has started to hit the ball better, and at the Rogers Center a lot of balls they hit on the West Coast would have gone out at home. Gausman should anchor Toronto and limit the Phillies' offense, while Bailey Falter has been just average this season, and the Blue Jays' offense should be able to make him pay. I get the case to be made for the Phillies here, as Toronto's been in a tailspin, but this could be a good bounce-back spot, with the Phillies missing a few of their key bats like JT Realmuto and Alec Bohm, who won't be able to make the trip to Toronto. The Blue Jays had chances in the Seattle series but couldn't cash in, and I think the Jays know that this series is too important to start off sluggish. I believe that this is a good spot to back Toronto, so the Toronto Blue Jays money line is our full game side pick. While Gausman is terrific, he missed an awkward amount of time without going on a rehab assignment, which means his innings could be more limited than normal here. The biggest weakness right now for the Blue Jays is a poor bullpen that has the 8th worst ERA in baseball and only getting worse in recent weeks. Philadelphia is also a quality offense with a 104 WRC+ on the season. And while losing Harper certainly hurts, some of the depth pieces have stepped up since he went down. Although Gausman has been excellent, as in his last 5 starts he has a 3.09 ERA, but in the last 2 starts, he went 9 scoreless innings. Toronto has heard all the talk of a disappointing season, and Charlie Montoyo's job may be on the line if they head into the All-Star break not having a playoff spot. Offensively, I expect them to burst out here against Falter, as he does give up a lot of hard contact and home runs, which is not a good sign against a potent Blue Jays offense. Gausman, meanwhile, will likely only go 5 or 6, and Toronto's bullpen has given up a ton of runs, which is where Philadelphia can score their runs in the late innings. With how good both offenses are in Philadelphia going with a bullpen day, this one winds up being a high-scoring game. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Boston Red Sox versus Tampa Bay Rays. The Boston Red Sox are limping to the All-Star break, as they are in the midst of a 14-game stretch between the Rays and Yankees. They are currently 2nd in the American League East with a 47-39 record and are sending southpaw Chris Sale to the mound for his first start of the season. The Tampa Bay Rays are trying to deal with their injuries to a large percentage of their MLB roster, but are struggling as they are sitting in 3rd place in the American League East with a 45-40 record. Veteran right-hander Corey Kluber is expected to get the ball here and is coming off a win against these same Boston Red Sox, as he went 6 shutout innings and allowed 3 hits with no walks and 5 strikeouts. The Boston Red Sox have been doing well this season, and the Tampa Bay Rays are struggling as they continue to deal with a massive injury bug. Center fielder Kevin Kiermaier, shortstop Wander Franco, second baseman Brandon Lowe, right fielder Manuel Margot, and catcher Mike Zunino are all out of the lineup as they are dealing with injuries and not on the active roster. This will be the second consecutive start for Kluber against the Red Sox, so Boston should have an upper hand as they know what he is throwing. The Rays have also been hit hard in the bullpen with injuries, so getting outs later in the game can be a little tougher than usual. Looking at the offenses in the previous 30 days, Tampa Bay is scoring 3.88 runs per game in their last 26 games played, while Boston is averaging 4.92 runs per game in their previous 26 games as well. So the Boston Red Sox money line is our full game side pick. Boston went into Monday having seen the under post of 41 to 36 to 9 mark in their opening 86 games on the year. The Red Sox are fourth in runs per game with 4.77, which falls slightly to an average of 4.74 runs per game as the road team. Boston's average total this season is 8.94 runs per game going into Thursday's action, while that number drops down to 8.39 runs per game as the road team. Tampa Bay headed into Monday's action having seen the under go 41 to 39 to 5 in their 85 games this season. The Rays are 23rd in runs per game with 4.12 per contest, though that number falls to 3.93 runs per game as the hosts. Tampa Bay has an average total of 8.03 runs per contest, a number that drops down to 7.55 runs per contest as the home team. The Rays don't score a ton, and Sale helps keep them in check while Boston has to battle against the Tampa Bay staff. The biggest thing about this being the better play is the pitching staff, as they both do very well striking batters out and not giving up too many free passes. The Rays have a team 3.4 strikeout to walk ratio, while the Red Sox are currently pitching to a 2.73 strikeout to walk ratio up to this point in this season. Even with the injuries to the bullpen, both teams are doing well on that front, as Boston is 13th in the majors with a 3.63 reliever ERA, while Tampa Bay is 8th in MLB with a 3.39 bullpen ERA so far this season. This contest doesn't get to the number, as the pitching is the name of the game here. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Chicago White Sox versus Cleveland Guardians, Game 2. The Chicago White Sox square off against the Cleveland Guardians in the second game of a 4-game set at Progressive Field on Tuesday afternoon in the first game of a doubleheader. The Guardians seized the series opener on Monday night, winning 8-4 behind an impressive showing from rookie Nolan Jones, who drove in 4 runs in his first ever home game. Gil Moncada blasted a 3-run shot for Chicago in a losing effort. Davis Martin will take to the hill for the White Sox. He will be opposed by Guardians ace Shane Bieber. These teams stack up very similarly on paper, ranking nearly identically in runs per game and team ERA. Both teams have hit for average but struggled in the power department. While the Guardians appear to have the edge on paper behind Bieber in this one, he hasn't exactly pitched like an ace since April with an ERA hovering around 4. Despite some pedestrian numbers, there is still a lot of talent in this Chicago lineup, and they are capable of hanging a big number on anyone. They have been a good road team all season at 22-18 and are 3-1 in their last 4 road contests. Even with the win on Monday, Cleveland is just 2-6 in their last 8 games. At near even odds, you're getting good value with this underperforming but talented Chicago team. So the Chicago White Sox money line is our full game side pick. Neither offense has hit for much power, with the White Sox ranked 26th overall in home runs and the Guardians ranked 28th. With that said, neither squad has exactly been lights out on the hill either, with each team owning ERA north of 4. Shane Bieber was walloped in his last outing against a bad Tigers lineup and has looked vulnerable since jumping out to a strong start in April. On the flip side, Davis Martin remains an unproven commodity and is coming off a horrific outing in which he only managed to retire a single batter. The over is 4-2 in Cleveland's last 6 games and 6-3-1 in Chicago's last 10. Both offenses will get a nice opportunity to expand on that Tuesday afternoon. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.